Part two, me analyzing the Bakari Henderson situation for safety. We have to address the idea that if you are a solo black guy and you're around white people, then you are a target. Let me give you a news flash about human beings. If you are the only one, this is what I tell people sometimes. When it comes to picking a martial arts school, not always, and not where I'm at, but if you are the only one of you there, you should not train there. And this is tricky because sometimes you is not necessarily race. It can also be gender. I wouldn't tell the only one man to go train in an all-female school any more than I would train a female to train in an all-male school. Just off top, if I didn't know the people. If you are the only one of you there, don't train there. When you're going out socially, typically, not always, but if you are the only one of you there, you may run into problems. It's not a thing of necessarily racism. This is like a tribalism thing. It's that tribalistic people like to hang out in areas or groups where it's just them. People who hate outsiders. You tend to find them more in a group of people where it's just them. Now, the really dangerous thing about it is members in that group who they are part of the majority, they may not be aware of how xenophobic, look it up, means fear of foreigners, this person is that's also violent. For example, let's say I like to go to a thing where it's all bald black guys, right? Because of my own vanity, it's a bald black guy convention. And they're always playing science fiction shows every time I go to that bald black guy party convention. They have science fiction shows, which I like, and they're always doing some kind of martial arts thing. I'm going to be blind to the fact that they may hate guys with dreadlocks. Now, there could be, let's say it's 100 of us bald black guys. There's 5 people there who hate guys with dreadlocks. If I haven't talked to them, I might not know. And then what do? I bring my friend there who has dreadlocks. Because I'm like, yeah, let's come to this convention, man. I'm not even consciously aware it's a bald black guy convention because I just came in a group. I felt so comfortable because everybody's bald and a black guy. And then I bring my black guy in there who's got dreads. Most of the people don't really care that they have dreads. But it's that small group of people that do. And if it's just me and my dread friend, and they jump my dreadlock friend, I might not be able to protect my dreadlock friend because I'm outnumbered. So it's the only one. That's a silly example, but I don't think it's too far off from reality. If it's the only one of you, you've got to be careful. And figure out who you are in relation to everybody else. Because it's not just if I'm the only black person and I go around white people, I'm going to be in trouble. No. Because I've seen plenty of white guys, Asian guys, hang out with a group of black guys. And then all of a sudden, some other black dude comes along and nobody likes that black dude that comes there. And a lot of times it was me that they didn't like, but that's because I was a nerd. Hey, and what was the problem? I was the only nerdy person there. And I'm like, nah, this ain't about that. Nah, you ain't cool. You're the only non-cool person here. Get away. We don't like you. We're hostile. You're different. That's how people are. So what you need to do, if you're traveling abroad and you're going to be involved with different types of people, you've got to find a way to politely find out if you are the only type of you. Then let's say if you are the only type of you, whatever you are, then find out if that is a group that tends to be accepting of people who are different. Most people actually are. Most people don't really care. Even if they feel uncomfortable, they just don't know you. As long as you don't really do anything, they just kind of ignore you. So don't jump on the bandwagon that says Bakari shouldn't have ever been hanging out with them white people and that's why he got killed. No. Bakari shouldn't have been hanging out in a place where there were violent people. That's why he got killed. And now I'm going to say what's going to make people angry is that, and it's true, black people kill each other, and a black girl could have got him killed too. And that's absolutely true. He could have taken a selfie with a black female whose boyfriend is violent, and he didn't appreciate him taking that selfie with his girl, and then there are problems. It happens. And I know, and I'm not going to go into too much detail. I know because I almost got beat up way back in the day because I took a picture with somebody else's girl. I didn't know that was his girl. And she took a picture of me with his camera. If you watching this, you know who you are, girl. He was black. Them dudes was black dudes. Luckily, I'm looking back on now, I think he knew I was stupid and he let me off. He knew I was dumb and he let me off. So I can't remember the brother's name, but so kudos to him for not stomping me because I was stupid. But that happens. Now, you can say, well, I bet if he was white, not necessarily. No, not necessarily, no. Because I've seen instances where white people have forgiven stupidity. Or an error in judgment. So, and again, I'm not trying to imply that Bakari Henderson was stupid either. Because like I've said, I've seen plenty of people take pictures and selfies with people that work at a bar and all this other stuff, and they come out alive. That's not the problem. The problem is that some violence started. Nobody knew how to de-escalate anything. And it just got out of control. Because sometimes when you're dealing with human beings, and human behavior, things get out of control. Part 3 coming up.